Peace. On this video right now, man, it's pre-recorded video right now to just go over, this phenomena, okay, about certain people saying, oh, you got multiple different looks. And I want to relate and refer to RFG Chosen, a video he just made, expounding on, a video I've made as well, even movies that's out here talking about and showing in certain movies people with different personalities, right? Now, with that right there, I want to answer it. I want to break down in detail and decode myself about that part. All right, about the different looks and different personalities. Okay, we already seen the movie with the guy that was in the military. Well, no, I don't believe he was in the military. I believe he was just a regular Joe Smo that tapped into, the movie where the three people broke into his house and he had multiple personalities and he was able to sense them and shit like that. All right, I'm just bringing up that memory right there. That's a remembrance for how I'm gonna break it down and decode it in detail. Now, when we're talking about different multiple personalities in a person, like I went over on my other video, how certain people was popping around me looking different, but they the same person, right? And they would have a different personality. All right. Now with me, I was relating that to the Anunnaki in Lil, because in Lil is like an Egyptian. He's an Anunnaki. Let me make that correct. He's not an Egyptian. Well, the thing that in Lil has the mastery over is one, which is like, since we all fish out of water, we are all cousins and of that same gene. So we have that Anunnaki gene within us, and we are cousins because we all have chakras. So I just want to expound on that. So the chakras give you the ability to tap into different energy vortexes and be dimensional, which is called shape shifting. Now with the personality splits, like I say, it still has something to do with us, sharing that same DNA and having that ability as well as one another. Now I'm going to decode it to the part of what RFG was saying. I want to talk about when people expound and say it toward me. They would say it they would say it in a way they would be like, "You got 8 different looks, 9 different looks." Now with me, I want to relate this to the pharmaceutical drug business that we have on this earth right now. Now with the pharmaceuticals, we all know where that traced back to. It traced back to, the pagans and, the Knights of Malta, things like that. Them, and been from that alternate universe, the alternate universe, and them coming through portals and Pandora's box, things of that nature, and how in this world them drugs are like the demiurge to the Titans, people like me, the Atlanteans. How it's not a natural occurring flow that goes right along with us, like how the sun just automatically gives us that charge, or greeny vegetable foods, you know what I'm saying, UVB and all that type of shit. So it's like with the pharmaceutical drugs, it's the opposite. It's like how certain beings, certain people online, like Remedy Ace, break down how certain beings, they come from these different dimensions and why they come in here through portals. They sun is at a way lower denser than ours. Our sun gives off a higher magnitude of rays. So we already at a high vibration. So that's why it's like for melanated people to poison their bodies. So I want to just go into detail about it and the reason why people think that. So that's one reason. On my awakening in 2016, when I was opening my pineal gland, getting into nature, right in that nigga time, people that's in the pharmaceutical drugs like cigarettes, shit like that, they wanted to have me arrested, you know. So that's the reason why, like, when I had the original vibration, this is all in little forces, right? Working against me. This is what happened. This is what expounded. So the fact that those drugs, I had to get them on my body because at the time I was already on a vibration. So when you cannot be on two vibrations at one time, it'll create a static, and it'll automatically create a shock, and it'll power one or both out. So that's, in other words, what happened. So like on my other video, when I was breathing heavy, I was already on a vibration to where I was already having my diaphragm activated. You know what I'm saying? I was, on that high primordial chi vibration, and for them to put those pharmaceuticals in my body, that's what initially affected, and it was like 2 in 1 almost, and you could see in the video how it was like, two things almost one in coherence with one another. So now with a lot of actors and models they put on makeup and shit right now. When it comes to that, people made comparisons to certain, they made this comparison to me. I've never put makeup on my face, only on Halloween, alright? That was in the past. Only thing I done was tap into that Merkaba energy, you know what I'm saying, that light working energy, to where, I'm tapping into my higher chakras, that star energy, you know what I'm saying, that, that high primordial chi energy, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, when I tap into that, it's not the same. And that's why I say, just because someone may do the same thing to me, it's not the same. I was actually on a higher vibration, you feel me? I just want to say that. So it's a difference, all right? Now, people make the notion to say, you got all these different looks, Well, we have 12 strands of DNA, and we have what you call jump, we have jump DNA, which they call jump DNA. So we only by far most humans only activated, or only in a 2-strand DNA stage. So when you activate your other 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12 strands of DNA, you tap into those unseen light codes within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Those high vibrational energies within you, and you know what I'm saying, vortex. So people that see that I'm looking on the inside and looking on the outside at that, they may judge and say, I've never seen this, for one, so this is weird. For two, they look at it and say, now when you're dealing with vibrations in nature, you're going to want to be on a high vibration in nature, because your looks are going to mean a lot in nature. Because nature is art. If you go out into nature and you go around a fucking lion in the wild, they got all his claws activating, his teeth. Let's say you're not on that, that clairvoyance, the clairaudience vibration, where you can be heard like a lion when he roars, and you can be heard from that diaphragm. You know what's going to happen? The lion's going to look at you like food, just like if you go around a snake. You know what I'm saying? And so neither here nor there. I got one more, man. Let me decode this shit. So it's a big difference. So when you putting drugs in your body, it's not the same when you're tapping into your other strands of DNA. But when you're on that vegan, high alkaline, organic vibration, that's the difference. And you more solo with it, you isolated. So don't be out here saying, oh, I see this dude Ryan, he's out here, he's looking different ways. Well, what about them models, my dude? You know what I mean? What about those gay models? You know what I'm saying? Them dudes that be out here, you know what I mean? So it's a big difference there, Do I sit down in a 90-degree angle majority of my day? No. Do I sleep on beds majority of the time? No. Do you see me smoking weed, cigarettes, drinking liquor, internet? No. So notice the difference, man. Know the difference. It's not that I got different looks. It's just dimensions.